Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at confidence intervals and sample size for proportion. We're first going to talk about the best point estimate for proportion. Population proportion is represented with a capital letter P, and sample proportion is represented with P with a hat on top. So this is a kind of an upside down V that goes on top of the P, and we refer to it as a hat. So this is P hat. In the same way that we represented, or that we had the best point estimate for mean was sample mean. Sample mean we called X bar. This we're going to call P hat. So sample proportion is represented as P hat. We calculate P hat by taking X divided by N, where X is the number of successes and N is the number of trials, or the sample size. This might sound really familiar. This might seem like the binomial distribution, and it's very similar to the binomial distribution. Instead of taking this probability of success and turning it into a mean and a standard deviation, we are just going to look at population proportion being estimated by sample proportion. So we're not turning things into mean. But we are going to calculate this proportion as the number of successes divided by the number of trials. So we could calculate the probability of failure, or the sample proportion of failure, as the total number of trials minus the number of successes divided by the total number of trials. You'll also find that this is the same thing as taking 1 minus P hat. So Q hat and P hat are related. If we know one, we can know the other. As an example, in a recent survey of 150 households, 54 had air conditioning. Find P hat and Q hat, where P hat is the proportion of households that have central air conditioning. So the number of successes is 54. The number of trials is 150. P hat is equal to X divided by N, or 54 divided by 150. If I use my calculator, 54 divided by 150 gives me 0.36. Q hat I can find two ways. It can be N minus X divided by N, 150 minus 54 divided by 150. So that is 150 minus 54 divided by 150 is 0.64. Or I can take 1 minus 0.36 and I also get 0.64. So my P hat is 0.36 and my Q hat is 0.64.